What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy back at it again, making another YouTube video. Um, I kind of feel like mentally shitty right now. Probably because of the food I may be eating. Trying to eat healthy, but like I'm just trying to be in a caloric surplus of just trying to bulk up, especially with my workout routine. And the foods say like I'm be eating a lot more bread or like a lot more like honestly like some of it bad carbs, and so like it just makes my brain feel like immensely shit. So I'll take some accountability for that. That I need to eat super clean. I don't want to say super clean, but like eat clean every single day. And so, but I just really want to wrap up this video just so that I mean, not just because I want to say not just because like I don't want to do it, because of course I don't want to fucking like today I don't feel like making a YouTube video, but I got to do it just because to be consistent. But also the video idea I have planned for today is very important because it also aligns with what I'm feeling right now. It's just laziness. Laziness in this modern world where it's a I don't know, just like it's something that I've struggled with since as a kid, and it might just be like um what's it called? Um like having too much pleasure or entertainment. Like like I'm in my 20s, you know. So how what I grew up with was Cartoon Network and Dragon Ball Z, like anime and video games like the DS, the Nintendo 64, and the Wii and stuff like that. And of course, I do enjoy I did enjoy having like those things because I'm very grateful and very privileged. And also like with my brothers playing those games a lot with them, you know. So I'm very grateful I made memories with those things, but like I was spoiled to the point where I kind of like I don't know if I fucked up. I don't know if like fucked up, but like I just gave myself too much of those things where it kind of made my work ethic, my motivation go downhill, and it's impacted my grades. I don't say elementary school. I feel like in middle school to high school, it really fucked up my grades, and I almost got held back in sixth grade because um I just didn't put enough work and effort into the homework, and I was fine in the classes. It's just that I couldn't put in the work into the homework. I just never cared, and so that was the majority of it. And I've always I don't know if I have like ADHD or something, but I've always struggled with those things, and so that's why I want to talk about laziness. Is that it could be the cause root of just being like overstimulating yourself with vices like entertainment, video games, or like other things. And of course, I'm gonna take some accountability and say that I've watched honestly I watched too much of a TV show and played a little bit. I got back into my video game habit of just today on my day off from work, but it just made me feel like I couldn't do my responsibilities. Like I couldn't do it, and not just like motivated. It just felt like I was drained. It's like, oh, I don't want to do those things. I'll push it off later. Or I'll do it later. It's the same thing with homework. Like it's like a test or whatever that's coming up, and you need to study, and you're basically facing all this like study material and everything you need to do, and you're just like, I don't want to do it. Like I'll push it off later. I'll do it tomorrow or whatever, and it just never gets done. And it's really just like I don't. It's not. It's more than just conquering like your mind or whatever every single day and just biting like using willpower, but it could also just be the fact that you might just be eating shitty food, might not getting enough sleep. There's stress in your life. There's depression you're facing. Because those things can be way more than just saying putting a label and saying that you're lazy. Because it can be more than that you're just lazy. It's like such a like a when people call you that, there's really nothing to improve on. It's the same thing with the negative like um criticism or whatever. People give you and tell you things like, "Oh, you're this or that." without really improving on yourself or getting like actually good feedback. And I've been hit with that label so many times, especially with my by my father. He's always been a hard worker. He boxed all of his life, and so when he saw me in like my last 2 years of high school, he looked at me like, "You're lazy, dude. You don't want to do your homework. You don't want to study. Like, this is why your grades are suffering." Of course, they like they need to, fathers need to push their sons to be greater, you know, to do those things and do those responsibilities. But dude, I've always struggled with school. And I've always struggled with homework, and even when the work is easy, I just didn't really care about it, and I just hated it so much. I just did other things, just instead of focusing on school. And when I did apply effort into school, I got honor grad, and I didn't maintain it for long because I really didn't care for it. But I just knew that really school is easy if you just know what to do. Like it's not, of course, some material is hard, maybe like calculus or like other classes, but it's like a system. You just gotta play it, and you gotta play the game by its rules and knowing what tricks to or whatever what strategies to put to play in order to finesse it. And I just knew how to like do that. And so yeah, just like people putting a label on you for me, lazy or whatever. And that's like one of the biggest flaws I've even I face right now. And it might just be like something that's going on in my life that I'm not aware of. Like subconsciously is digging in my brain and I don't know what it is. And so, and of course my babbling or whatever, uh, but it's just I'm going to take that responsibility and just taking that responsibility, accountability for doing better. The Stoics always has always have always said that being 1% better, you know, tomorrow, being 1% better than yesterday, and doing that today, and then doing it tomorrow. Just being it better, like being a little bit better every single day. You're not gonna do everything great in one day. It takes multiple days, weeks, months, years, and decades to really see significant. I can't fucking talk. Significant results, and especially like life as a guy, like if you're trying to build an empire, it takes a fuck ton of effort, consistency, discipline, and time in order to achieve it. And it's just being patient. I think being patient is a skill to learn as well. Because I've also like failed on my goals of not being patient enough. So like with my body, like I'd see the newbie gains come in, and then I just give up because I didn't see the body that I wanted. And like the guy next to me took him 2 to 5 years of like literally just hard work discipline of eating like strict with his diet and everything and learning so like and stumbling on his mistakes either getting being skinny fat or being too skinny or whatever, and then I'm comparing myself to that person who like I didn't gain that much experience in life or again didn't gain that much experience in like lifting or whatever. And so like so there's that. Just I'm gonna take accountability over myself of just doing better, but also like being super critical of like knowing that you can do more instead of just slacking off and just saying, "Oh, I can just push this doing later." Because you're not gonna do it later. You got to do it like right now, like the task right now, even if it sucks or it's uncomfortable. So I did do it a little bit today, but it took me the whole fucking day in order to get it done, and I literally could have been used the extra time, say like in order to like read more in one of my books or learn a new skill, get back into DJing because I bought a DJ controller, but I've really used it. Learn something from that or continue with my Spanish. Like I could have done so many things, but I pushed off this one thing to the last fucking second. I still got it done, but like, dude, it took so much fucking time. And that's like every single day. And especially like doom scrolling, like it hurts, doom scrolling hurts a lot because it like after you do it for like hours, it just feels like it drains you. It drained you. And now you can't even do the hard task you're supposed to do for that day. And you're just like fucked. And that's why these phones right here are so damaging, is because they soak so much time, energy, and so much uh, approval from you, and especially the social media apps. They give you FOMO, and they're wanting you to use their apps, maybe because there's a missed notification from your friends or something that's going on. So it's a trap. Your phone and social media is a trap. And so it's really taking that responsibility and really being accountable with yourself, self-aware, and say that no, dude, I have the power and I'm not going to let my brain, my weak ass brain and whatever to take advantage of me to not do the things I want in my life. Because we're all going to die, we're going to die someday. And in order for us to achieve a lot in this life, we really have to think about things long term and our actions and choices, and not be so fixated on things that don't matter in this life, like material. I can't fucking talk. Materialistic things, money, I mean women or men if you're a female viewer, and just other things. I think I think it's a good fuck. I think it's a good thing to focus on God if you're religious, because at least you'll have something when you leave this world and you go to heaven, and you be able to be with him and honor him and everything. I think that's a good thing. And if you're not religious, like do something that does carry you spiritually, that does impact your life every single day, you know. There's so many things, and especially with this internet and the our phones and everything, like there's so many things to discover. And I'm barely just like discovering new things too, and learning new things every single day. Like it's insane. But it's really just using like our phones and being responsible with it, and not just be all willy-nilly with things that we do and just push it off later. We got to face it right now, do it right now, especially when it sucks, because at least when you get done with it, it's over. It's gone, you know? It's over and it's gone. And so you don't have to face that discomfort later, and you don't have to stress about having to do it later, especially with like fucking school, dude. Shit stressed me out so much, like focusing on the like tests and like the homework, being piled with so much homework with other classes. It was hard to keep up, and I don't know if like my ADHD brain or whatever would procrastinate a lot and just throw those things to the side and do my own thing. And so it's really just taking responsibility over your actions and really just facing the task at hand and the discomfort. It's all about making good choices in the long term. It's all about making a life of good choices in order for you to be prosperous in your life, able to build a future and a good life from. I see so many people miserable nowadays, and they could have asked their younger selves to really think smarter and really not do this or that, or not make all the bad choices. Think about your future, think about your investments, think about where your money is going to go to, because we're all going to die, and we got to at least enjoy this life that we have. If we don't, then fuck, dude. We're working at a 9 to 5, slaving away our lives, these corporations that don't care about us, and just using the money to like buy things that don't matter in our lives and just giving them like the most pleasure to escape from this fucking matrix. I don't want to say it like that, but it is kind of like a matrix. And so I think I'm about to wrap it up for this YouTube video. Of course, I made it a little bit short, but it's just key points of just like like when you're faced with a task at hand that needs to be done, don't push it off later. Face it right now when you don't feel like it. And even when you're tired or whatever, just know that you can do more. Even David Goggins says that when you're tired or you think that you're drained or whatever, you got 40% more what you can achieve. You got 40% more what you can do. And so we mentally can push through these obstacles. And especially I'm tired fucking right now. Like I'm not drained to the point where I'm like exhausted and I can't move. I'm still able to move. It's just my bitch ass brain is giving excuses that I can't do something that I can. It's just reforming that every single day. That's all. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, then comment saying I'm a fat fuck that can't make YouTube videos. But um smash a like, subscribe for more content like this. Leave down a comment saying any criticism or just if you like the video or if you disagree with me. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Do good. I'll see you guys later. Love you.